Hate is a biblical response to evil. Paul is placing a moral obligation on believers to be angry as the occasion requires. Since this righteous indignation is part of our response to imitate God, it must be enlightened wrath. However, if we fail to obey this injunction, not only will the enemy continue to make well-plowed inroads into our churches, but we ourselves will be suppressing our holy indignation and be but a maimed sample of humanity. So the enemy wants to shut down this emotion of anger inside the Christian church. Maybe it's not been perceived rightly oftentimes, but to actually remove our passion to confront evil is exactly what the enemy wants to do. And we can't shut down that emotion. It's unbiblical. So even though this may be an uncomfortable talk for you, it's a biblical talk. Too many of us have swallowed the passive pill and cling to scriptures that only promote a merciful response to evil. Oh, well, we've always been told, hate the sin, love the sinner. Well, King David said, I hate those who pay regard to worthless idols. Psalm 31:6. David in the Psalms is actually declaring, I hate that. I hate them. Okay. And again, we're to pray for our enemies and love our enemies, but the enemies of God and the evildoers, there's justification that we have a strong opposition toward them. Yes, a hatred toward them. There is a time to love and there's a time to hate. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. So when the Bible says there's a time to hate, they're saying that we need to use that emotion at certain times. In the face of evil, we better show the emotion of hate. We better rise up and show the emotion of anger. A quote from Charles Spurgeon, and it says, holy men have strong passions and are not so mincing and charitable towards evildoers as smooth-tongued, tolerant preachers would have them. He who does not hate evil does not love good. There is such a thing as a good hater.